Now a question from Nageshwara. I feel the topic of insight, vipassana, as experienced in the life of the order members, has not been explored as much as it could be between us. I am confident there is a lot of experience, but I wonder if there is the problem of making claims that sometimes stands in the way for people to share their experience with one another. What are your thoughts on this? And what could we do to encourage one another in this important area of spiritual life and practice?
Well, in this connection, after there being people within the order, senior order members, including preceptors, who've been practicing for 25, in a few cases 30 years, it's only to be expected that they should have had, in the course of those years, in the course of their spiritual life, some experience of insight. And I see no reason why that should not be shared with other order members. There is, of course, the question of claim. Obviously, one has to be very careful not to make any personal, not to make one's experience of what one may genuinely believe to be, and which may be insight, the basis of any claim to personal superiority. But nonetheless, I think there is a case to be made for the sharing of those insights, whether of a more ordinary nature or of a deeper nature, with those order members with whom one is in close connection and whom one can trust not to misunderstand, one's motivation for raising the matter and disclosing what one has experienced. And I think is the chapter meeting, which is probably the best situation, the best venue for discussing such matters. In a chapter, especially one which meets regularly, you will all know one another, you will all trust one another, you will all have confidence in one another, and you will be able, therefore, to take very seriously whatever a member of the chapter says about his or her spiritual experience, whether in the way of insight or any other kind of attainment. And that could be to the enrichment of the spiritual life and the experience of the entire chapter. So the gist of it is, as I see it at present, is that yes, perhaps there should be more sharing in this respect.